last week.
We're gonna bring her up again.
Well, here's the problem. I thought about it when I went home. I didn't say her name or where she's from, so it didn't really affect her that much. But it seemed like it upset her when she called me. When we first got there, you know, and it was kind of, oh my God, you know, immediately I'm thinking she's amazing, cute butt. I had like, you go to the table first, you know. Anyway, here's what happened. We got about halfway through the meal, and I'm like, you know, just trying to ease into it, pump the brakes a little bit. She's just like coming, you know, at me, just like, I'm thinking she's into it, but like we ain't even got the appetizers yet, you know. And I'm trying to hold her back. Anyway, she asked me to marry her.
Really?
Listen, at Hibachi. They had even come out and done the oil. No, and she's trying to do it right as they're lighting the little volcano.
Before she lost her eyebrows.
Dude.
So she's like, might as well ask now.
Dude, talking about stoke the flames. Yeah, but I was going to tell you that, and I thought I better not because somebody might. But yeah, she asked me to marry her on the first date.
Nah, no way.
That's possible, though.
No, it's not.
With who? Like in life or me? No, she did. She did. She said, and I said, yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. If somebody realistically on the first date say, hey, let's get married.
Absolutely.
You would not do it.
Well, with her, maybe.
Really?
I told her, I kind of got a little sappy. I said, you know what? I would marry you and divorce you every day if I could get this moment over and over again.
Oh, my God. I'm going to throw up now.
No, but sweetheart, but yeah, that's what she did.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely did.
I can't wait to meet her now and find out all the bullshit you keep talking about.
Yeah, I know. You'll
She's going to say, yeah, he wore those boots.
Well, that was when and you know, having our friends and our vows was important to us, you know. So you were in our vows, by the way. I asked you to say a few words, but you weren't there. So. No. Okay, here's what I'm getting at.
There's a point.
There is a point to this. So we've kind of, you know, talked about my wife or whatever, you know. She threw the bouquet and it got in the hibachi guy. He cut it, or he didn't see it going by.
He diced it.
Dude, it was like, dude. But here's the thing: is all the other hibachi chefs caught it in their hat. Like, there's not one bit of it anything went through. Okay, so
what kind of sushi?
What you asking there, Monty?
I'm just asking. What'd you eat?
No, I'll tell you what we ate. We both got hibachi. She doesn't do the beef and chicken.
Really?
Yeah, she does fish. So.
Okay. Vegetarian?
No, it's
vegan?
No, it's called Palermo or something.
That's when they only eat fish.
Yeah.
Really?
Polyamorous or whatever.
That's not it.
Anyways.
Okay.
But so she did, and she loves like sushi like me.
Yeah.
And I asked her about some crazy sushi items that there's if you don't love sushi,
okay.
She knew all of them.
Tell her she needs to come to Nashville and go to Sushi Train. Have you been there?
Yeah, she's moving in with me next week.
Would you stop? Take her to Sushi Train when y'all first sleepover.
I love Sushi Train.
Yeah, you've been there, right?
Yeah,
it's a good place. Nobody go for lunch. It used to be on Sundays for lunch.
Yeah.
Go there and, 13, 14 plates. And you just eat all day sushi.
Let me ask you this.
Oh,
have you seen on like the Cooking Network or one of these, and I think it's the puffer fish.
Yeah.
They have a puffer fish that when you cut it, you have to clean it a certain
way, and you only eat so much of it.
And if you just, when you eat it, it'll either be the most delicious whatever, or you'll die. There's no antidote for it.
Why would anybody do that? And they'll bet you it's all white people. You know I'm right.
Listen, only white people would call it a puffer. Puffer fish.
That's like Bill Engvall and Dorkfish.
Puffer. Dude, there's no black person that ever looked down at a fish with spikes. And first of all, they ain't even in the ocean.
No.
They're like, we'll see it from the beach. Oh, look.
We can't see it from here.
Yeah.
In ankle deep water.
Yeah.
We ain't going in there.
He's got one of them crazy cracker fish. Always white people. But what I'm saying is what? Okay, isn't that almost suicide? Isn't it like Russian roulette?
Yeah, but why? Yeah, that's dangerous. Why would somebody do that?
I mean, they're talking about just a fraction of it.
I know it. It's a small chance either way.
No, I'm saying,
good or death.
Yeah. I guess if you don't like it, you don't call the manager over. Yeah, you won't be talking to the manager.
Can I start to speak to your manager? Just wait 5 minutes and I'll go out there. Because they have to speak to him. That means, hey, death is coming.
Yeah. Here's what you say. You go in one of those places and they got one of the food ratings on their permit. They got like an 86. 4 people died.
It's like when you go to a factory and it says 14 days to last.
Puffer. Pufferfish strikes again in white community. Scene at 11. That's good, pufferfish. I'll tell you what I think is amazing. Is have you seen the show Deadliest Catch?
Yeah, I love that show.
2 things about Deadliest Catch. First one. So you know the crazy Puerto Rican girl.
Yeah.
I told you about for one of our first episode.
Was it the first? Yeah, it was. First episode.
She was the crazy Puerto Rican that kept sneaking in the windows of my house and stuff like that. And then I'd be like, she got to stay over now because I can't, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. She's Puerto Rican. I can't.
I know it's way too late, but I would love to meet her.
It's way too late. Yeah.
We'll have on the show next week.
Yeah. Anyways, she, Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
First of all, she didn't like spiders, the Puerto Rican. Okay. She didn't like spiders.
Yeah.
And I go downstairs one day and I flip on the TV or whatever, and she comes down and sits next to me. And she flips out. Like, I don't know Puerto Rican, and I don't know if that's what she was saying was Puerto Rican, but it sounded Puerto Rican-ish.
Puerto Rican-ish?
Puerto Rican-ish. Deadliest Catch.
Yeah. She
hates spiders. I go, I don't get it. They remind me of spiders when they dump the crabs out of the table.
So crabs remind her of spiders.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, can you just not watch it or whatever, And she'd come back in and sit down. They're getting ready to dump crabs out on the table. And she kept doing that.
And you won't turn the channel?
Yeah. Anyway, they let her stay the night. But Deadliest Catch to me is, I don't know. I mean, soccer athletes are pretty intense. You go to a soccer match, they're constant.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of sports where you could say these guys are just absolute athletes. Yeah. And I know these guys don't look like it if you've seen the show Deadliest Catch. But I used to bounce downtown, Coyote Ugly, and it'd be cold outside, and we're down on Broadway at nighttime, whatever. And by the end of the night, my feet hurt, I'm tired, and all I've done is just stand there and talk to people and check their IDs. These guys that go 6-7 days on these boats and just hardly ever sleep, and they're out in the Bering Sea and doing all that. And then you walk up at Kroger and go, 17 a pound. When did it go up? Well, Charles is not with us no more. He went over the edge, and Skipper didn't get him a raft. Pass the expenses on to us.
I love this show, but I just don't see how people do it every day. I mean, it pays good. It pays very well.
Yeah, but I'm saying is, how do you stay up? How do you stay awake? That's my thing, is my body couldn't take it.
No,
I'd get sick to my stomach.
Because, all those waves hitting.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you get good sleep?
Speaking of the waves, did I tell you about my date the other night? I'll tell you what, Monty. I'll tell you this. Let's just get down to the brass tacks on this. You got a wonderful girlfriend.
Okay, go ahead.
I got to see her at the show.
Yeah.
And she is way too good for you, first of all. And when I say that, I mean like really. And no, she adores you. And she and I'm your biggest fan. I think she got you. She's doing good.
And she watches every episode too, so she's gonna enjoy it.
I know she does. And I promise her, she wanted me to have a little signal that me and her would know or something, She's like, there's something between me and you, I can't do that.
Oh,
there it is right there.
Yeah.
Very, I just like this.
Is that what it is?
No, she is, dude, she's your biggest fan.
Yeah.
She told me, she's like, I'm glad he finally found somebody because he's not as funny as you. And she goes, but I've been encouraging him to find someone, and he finally did. So, no, I really dig her. She's very funny, and she's a sweetheart. and she is very greedy of your time. She really likes spending time with you.
Of course. Have you met me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was razzing you earlier, but she is a really cool person. Now, how long did y'all date before you guys decided you want to be boyfriend?
Okay. We met when we were 15 years old, and like I said, she lived on one side of town, lived on the other side of town.
Yeah.
It was just every once in a while our paths would cross, but that's about it. But it was just the last Santa Rampage a year ago.
Yeah.
That I saw her, we hung out. She, we all, I have a group. We all friends.
Yeah.
We all hang out.
Good group.
So, so then, like I don't know, maybe 2 months after that, 2-3 months after that, we all planned on going bowling. So I invited her bowling. So after we went bowling, I said, "Yeah, this is it. Let's," because in my eyes, in particular, it's always like that Kanye West song. Wait till I get my money right, because you can't date a girl and then you're flat broke. So it's always, man, my money's not.
Well, I mean, it's tough, but yeah, it can be done.
So I was like, that was my thought process: is wait till I get my money right.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, fuck it, let's just do it anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I told
her, I'm broke as a joke.
We got Valentine's coming up.
I was going to ask you, let's talk about holidays. Do you go all out for holidays, or do you just holiday?
I think
or certain holidays.
I think I go all out for holidays that involve kids.
Involve kids, like Halloween and stuff.
But, and I wouldn't say maybe there are more adult holidays, but I don't mind going out hitting a Cinco de Mayo or something, you know what I mean, where the kids stay at the house and you go out and.
Because me and you don't hang out enough. We need to hang out.
Yeah. Just get comfortable, son. Come on now. Lean into it. No, I think I do. I think I like everybody. I think I'm like generic. Okay, everybody Christmas. Easter's big for me. Easter's big for me.
You're bullshit.
No, I'm serious. And I don't always go to church on Easter, but the Easter story to me is amazing. It's the Easter story, and then everything else is because of that. I like Groundhog's Day. I don't keep up with the shadow and the days and weeks and all that.
Now you're bullshitting me.
Do you okay, Groundhog this year, what did he see? Shadow? What do you know?
I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna put it up on Facebook. I'll put it
on look. It's the Groundhog shadow. No, that's you. And next to you is the gopher.
I'm gonna put this up on the YouTube
Groundhog,
so everybody else can see it too.
All right.
But that's me for St. Patrick's Day.
I know, that's amazing.
So yeah, I like to go out for holidays. I mean, dress up for holidays.
We'll show that picture so you guys don't feel left out. He'll be glad he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, okay, Valentine's Day is coming up next. So
did you get the guy with the rings in his back to agree to hang from something?
I'm not gonna. I'll do it. I'll contact him.
Okay, Monty's got this guy that hangs from hooks on his back, and so I thought it'd be great for not Halloween. Well, Halloween would be he's probably booked, but for Valentine's Day, I wanted to hang this guy from hooks here in the studio, and dress him like Cupid.
Nobody's gonna want to see that.
I'll tell you what you could do. Is you could almost do like at the fair where they throw the ball and they try to knock the clown in the water, or you swing him through and he shoots arrows at different people. And if you but here's what I'm trying to get at is why wouldn't he do that? You're like, I'm trying to help the guy A, get some work, B, it's his passion, and you don't want to call and ask him if he'll hang.
I didn't say I wouldn't call him. I will call him.
Okay.
I doubt he'll do it.
You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna say you called him. You need to give me a number. I'll call him.
Oh. What the hell, dude?
We get all nervous on camera. You don't want to look at the people right there. Don't you think we should do that, though? Have him hang dressed as Cupid?
You're getting too power hungry with this podcast.
You were supposed to get us an interview today with Dracula.
Today?
Yeah.
I haven't contacted him either. So what about the interview with Chase? Come on, quit putting this on me.
Actually, we're going live to Chase right now. Hold on, let me turn my phone. I keep telling you, Monty, here's the thing.
Yeah, all right.
We started doing this podcast. Where are we at now? 13, 14?
Something like that.
Okay. And you can tell Monty's excited. Here's the...
Written on my face.
No, but here's the thing, Monty. Here's what I'm getting at. We need to make sure we're solid. Because right now, we're on the precipice of money just coming at us. You know what I'm saying? And we should know where we are as friends and as people. Because the world is going to be about to be our oyster. You see what I'm saying? And people are going to take this podcast, and it's almost going to be like, I don't want to say we're going to be on Bob Ross status, but people are going to remember us for a long time. I'll tell you what, this video will live on forever. But here's what I'm getting at, Monty. We got to make sure that we're solid. Our friendship is solid.
It's not?
That no amount of money could tear us apart.
Get the first check. All right, man, that's it. I'm out.
Why you say I'm the one leaving? I will tell you what, money won't tear us apart, but if we get enough of it, we won't probably be doing this show from my apartment's clubhouse. But I'm saying we're on the edge, Monty. Yeah. Can't you feel the horses coming? The money is just getting ready to roll in.
On the edge. It's about to give out.
Fate is rolling into town.
We should get some
like the sheriff in Blaze of Glory, Blazing Saddles.
Good movie.
That's what I'm saying. All right. Got any shout outs?
No, it's not time yet. We still got 10 minutes.
Well, I was just testing you.
All right. So,
here we go. Hold on a second. Time out, Monty. I got to tell you this. Monty left a little bit out of the story. Monty had a story that he told everybody when I first met him. When we'd go out to comedy clubs, you'd be there. And for the longest time, people told me that you had killed somebody. Okay?
What?
Huh? You know. Okay, so anyways, people were always coming to me and they're like, hey, you know that Monty killed one of his wives.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
No.
It got out. Okay.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No.
So I remember the first time I was talking about coming over to your house for Writers' Night. And I go over there. Well, I'd already been told by everybody that you'd killed at least one wife. Anyway.
And you're like, all right, I'm going to show up anyway.
And so we'd go downstairs and we'd have Writers' Night. Now, you'd go upstairs, you're going to feed us all. You'd come back with like pizza rolls or something. But there was a woman that you claimed was your wife that was up at the top of the steps.
Yeah.
But I'd never seen her.
Really?
I never met her.
Really?
Never. And to this day, I've never seen her or met her.
Really?
So what I'm saying is, Monty, I don't need you to, but you can see where that's always been something I've had in the back of my mind.
Really? Okay. Yeah.
Has anybody else ever seen her?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Hi.
No, you're fine. How are you doing?
I'm trying on my way out. I'm lost.
Oh, that's okay. You see right there to the right, that glass door? You push that out, it'll take you right out there onto the
freeway.
The beach.
The beach.
Right now where the Cayman Islands filming with.
No, but yeah, she kind of stays to herself. I'm more of the extrovert.
But here's what I'm saying. So then that wasn't as bad. But then I went down the hallway and there was this room.
Oh, why you gotta bring that up?
You ready to do shout outs?
It's called a laundry room. Everybody has one.
Everybody has a laundry room.
It's dirty laundry, but still.
Did we post? We had the girl on that was on Dr. Phil.
Yes.
A couple episodes ago.
What's her name?
Her name is Tavanya.
Damn it.
And
I know her name, but I always want to put an R in it. She said, Monty, you always put an R in it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's lasagna. Tavanya.
I got that part. The lasagna part.
Yeah. And you just get confused because there's an R in lasagna. What would you say? Loranza. But anyways, she's going to come back to Nashville and do some shows.
Yeah.
We got to have her back on.
Yeah.
Because I think her story's interesting in the fact that she doesn't find it interesting. On top of that.
But I wonder, we didn't ask her, but I wonder, is it more embarrassing than interesting? Because we find it interesting.
Right.
But to her, it could be embarrassing.
Okay. I'm always horrible at introductions. Give 20 seconds to explain to people who we're talking about.
Okay. So she had, I guess we want to call it a disorder of gambling.
Yes.
And so
and the day she was here, she said she was 40 days clean. So this is like something she's struggling with.
So and she's been on Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil kind of gave her some advice and stuff like that. But so it could be a fresh wound. So it could be like, all right, this is more kind of hurting me than helping me.
Well, here's what's crazy.
And you kept poking the bear. Let's talk all about it. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Okay,
listen.
Yeah.
I I'm trying to get people to watch. Let's be honest. I could care less about the girl. You know what I'm saying? Gamble your ass off. It doesn't. I need views. Is what it comes down to. That's what you make me look, Monty. Go ahead. You just get poking the bear. Okay. Here's the thing: is I think she's an amazing girl.
Yeah.
And she's a phenomenal comic.
Yeah.
And when she told me that, I said, we got to be able to talk about you going on Dr. Phil. Okay. And I said, I want to be able to talk about your gambling. Well, it's an embarrassing first part of the story.
Yeah.
But then you find out where she's going and she's meeting with people in the Senate. And then she's going even further. And right now they're passing legislation in her hometown where, you know, they can't advertise to certain neighborhoods and certain groups of people and all this kind of stuff. See, I paid attention, Monty. When you were over there trying to figure out if there was an R in lasagna, I was right here doing my homework. Anyways, I think the story's insanely cool.
Yeah.
Because when we were talking to her that day, and we're talking to her about comedy and blah, 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 and I was like, where have I seen your comedy? And she was like, well, you probably see me on Dr. Phil. And we were both like, how did we get this far into knowing her, conversation, comedy, you love her comedy, all this, and nobody ever mentioned to us that you were on Dr. Phil? Like, I'm sorry, we're going to have to do 2 episodes because we're not going to talk just about comedy. But I'm glad we got to that.
I have TV credit too, and I don't talk about that.
Yeah, nobody cares. But what I'm saying is Dr. Phil...
I've been on Netflix. How about that?
But isn't it interesting that somebody? It's crazy that the way you like you said.
I had to answer this. Okay.
Is it Tavanya?
Hello. I'm doing a podcast.
Who is that?
Call you back? Are you getting off work? Are you just?
That's Tavanya.
Yep. Yes, I do. No.
Don't you hate those people that do that? You'll be right in the middle of a comedy show, or you'll be up there preaching, or you're talking, doing something, and you're trying to convey.
Yep.
But you know the thing is, there's always that one person in the movie theater with the thing, and they're usually black, and they're usually on their phones.
That was Brandy.
Yeah. Who was it?
That was my friend Brandy.
Oh, okay. That shit done.
Yeah, she's great. She's always great.
That's good, Brandy.
Well, we're gonna end the show now. No, for the kid.
Anyways, I think her story's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it because it's from Dr. Phil gambling. Like, she's like Rain Man though. She's like looking at when she's scratching off a lottery ticket, certain numbers and stuff, stuff to her. But she kicked its ass, and she's using it to help out people, and so that part of the story I got to get to because. See, that's the part of the story that really.
What would scare me though, is if she does know a way to win and she wins on a regular basis, how can you stop that? Because I'll be like ready to let's do this again, let's gamble again.
Yeah, and you know what she said to her while she was here, poor gal. So when you go to the casino, what's your favorite game to play? Who goes to AA where the person goes? So what's your whiskey of choice? Your Woodford guy?
Like, what was your drink of choice?
She said she was only 40 days.
I know it, but still, that means up until then.
I don't care what the deal was. Hearing her story and seeing where she's at now, got a beautiful girlfriend, her comedy, all the stuff she's doing. You almost want that front part of the story so you can see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like you fumbled the ball first, second quarter, and halftime, third quarter. You come back a little bit, and now you're carrying it down the field, getting ready to win the game. That's where she's at. But we need to have more episodes with her.
Yeah.
Because I want to get more into that part. I just think we stayed too much on the.
Okay, yeah. She lives in Virginia, so I told her, yes, when you ever come back, please contact me.
Yeah.
Because I hate that I didn't have any stages for her to do this go around.
Yeah.
But as I said, normally, yes, I got stages that I could put you on. So she was looking for stages around Nashville, and I had nothing for her.
I got to tell you something crazy. I was going to tell you this earlier. I went on a date. Listen,
no shit.
No, listen. It's not that date. This was probably 15 years ago.
Okay.
This is when I was still single. And this lady, her name was Tavanya.
Really?
No,
you're making it up.
No, Tatiana was her name. Tatiana. Anyways, went on this date with Tatiana, and she was, she at the time, I was probably in my 20s, and she was training to be an MMA fighter.
Really?
Right. She shows up to this dinner. She's wearing tight black patent leather pants, Doc Marten shoes, Doc Marten boots,
oh my
black
God.
patent leather
Really?
pants, Doc Marten boots, sexy. Okay, and she's wearing this like real loose sweater, kind of like cut down thing, but it's like you can't. It's kind of peeking through, but nothing too much. It's hanging down on one shoulder a little bit. Anyways,
what does she do for a living?
She sings White Snake at a karaoke. No, she's a rock star, is what she is. Anyways, Tatiana. So, anyways, afterwards, I found out she was an MMA fighter, or she was training to be one. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. And she's like, we act like it's like, just kind of funny. And I go, no, I'm just saying that's cool, And she's like, well, I train against a lot of guys. And she says, I win fights. I go, okay, listen. I go, I love you to death, and I'm excited that you're doing it. This is first date. I'm excited you're doing that, And all she kept ordering was sashimi appetizer over and over, like just fish. I got out, and I was like, I'm just going to walk her to her car and just be done, right? We get out to the car, and she opens the trunk to show me her kick pads and stuff in the back of the car. She's like, see, I go, I get it. Like, I'm just saying. I said, here's what I'm getting at. I appreciate what you do. I was a professional wrestler, fighter, boxer, all that stuff. I don't care how hard, because now I'm not going to date you. I go, I don't care how hard you train. There's never in a million years are you going to be able to beat me. And she's like, okay, all right. And she goes to give me a hug around the neck, and she starts throwing knees into me. And I'm trying to and I don't know if she's taking it serious or she's being funny. So I'm starting to kind of just block her, like, all right. But now she's really coming to the heat where it's enough where I'm going, it's kind of stinging a little bit,
Oh.
And dude, I had to put her in a rear naked choke. Choked her out right there at Dave & Buster's. It used to be called, whatever it was called at the time when I choked her.
Let it sleep off.
I did.
All right. A minute left.
That happened.
I believe
Tatiana.
No, I don't.
They called her Hot Toddy. That was her name. Devin, we'll be in touch. That's our new friend, Devin.
Yeah, Devin's in our huge studio audience right now. She's gonna go online and see this later. Look, they gave me a shout out.
I got, I still got I got pleurisy on my right rib.
Yeah.
From it being cracked from Tatiana. To this day, if they do like a CAT scan, they'll say, there's a little chunk of something right there, don't you? And I got where my calcium, where my rib was cracked in front of Dave & Buster's. Jillian's is what it was called when she broke my ribs.
That's hilarious.
Remember Jillian's?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. All right. Shout out to Tatiana. She just won WBC.
Still out there kicking ass and breaking ribs.
Yeah. She married a girl named Jillian. All right, man. You good?
Peace.
Peace. We're out.